You've probably heard a lot of people say buy low and sell high. It sounds simple, but identifying exactly where the market will reverse can be a major challenge. Imagine having a tool that can pinpoint these reversal points with high precision. That's exactly what the top/D indicator created by Big Beluga promises. And today, I'm going to show you how it works and how you can use it in your trades. Stay till the end, because I'll reveal a practical strategy to apply this indicator with MACD to boost your accuracy. But what is the top-D indicator? The top-D indicator was developed to simply identify market tops and bottoms. It works through three main components. Dynamic bands, we have the upper resistance band and the lower support band, and the central line, which helps assess if the market is in a trend or consolidated. Labels, top and bottom signals. When the top label appears, it's a sign that the price may have reached an exhaustion zone, indicating a possible downward reversal. The bottom label appears at the bottom, signaling that the market might be about to reverse upwards. Intermediate signals are little arrows that mark potential reversals, but they are weaker than the main signals. To use the indicator, you obviously need to be on TradingView, and it works on any time frame and with any currency pair, be it Forex, stocks, or crypto. Today, I'm analyzing the Euro-US dollar on the 15-minute time frame. You'll go to the Indicators tab and look for Top-D Indicator. The first option will show Top-D Indicator by Big Beluga. You click on it, and it will show up just like it is here on my chart. If you go to the Top-D Indicators Settings tab, you'll see you can change the period. Using shorter periods gives you more signals, as in this example here, but it also comes with more noise. If you use longer periods, you'll get fewer signals but with more assertiveness. You also have the option to personalize it with any color you prefer. Furthermore, if you wish to remove the central line, you can do so using this particular setting here. I'm sure you must be asking yourself, okay, but how am I going to use this indicator in my day-to-day for trading? But before we proceed, many of you often ask me which brokerage I utilize to trade Forex, stocks, or cryptocurrencies, and my response is EXNESS. To me, it's the best and most complete broker around. If you're annoyed with your broker, you'll understand what I'll say now. Many brokers have slow order execution. On EXNESS, it's instant. Some brokers charge high spreads. On EXNESS, spreads and fees are extremely low, among the lowest on the market. Ever waited days for a withdrawal? On EXNESS, the money arrives almost instantly. And best of all, you can adjust the nearly infinite leverage as you wish, controlling your risk. If your broker freezes, charges high, or pays slow, it's time to switch. The link will be here in the description, and as I said, for me, I consider it one of the best brokers with the lowest fees on the market. Simply put, we will be using it in conjunction with the MACD, which is yet another extremely assertive indicator when utilized along with this one. You're going to go to Indicators and search for MACD, and it will be this first one, Moving Average Convergence and Divergence. You click on it, and it will appear down below on your chart, and that is precisely where our strategy comes into play. For buy operations, we're going to wait for the indicator to show a B at the bottom, just as it did in this instance, and then we will closely examine the MACD. From the moment the moving averages within the MACD cross upwards and the MACD itself begins to appear green, it indicates a strong buyer presence. In other words, at this very moment, one thing is confluencing with the other. The B appeared, and I expect to see buyer strength emerge on the MACD, coupled with the crossover of the moving averages within the MACD. In this particular instance, it occurred more or less around this point. I can even wait for a strong bullish candlestick to make an entry. In this case, this candlestick left almost no wick, so it would be a great candlestick to place our order on its close. We can make our entry, placing our stop loss a little bit below the region of the Top-D indicator. In this case, at -0.17, -0.15 would already be good. And we set our target at twice that amount, so 0.30 in this instance, and the chart reached it quickly, allowing us to take profit from this particular upward operation. For selling operations, it is the same thing, just in reverse. We'll need to look for the word TOP on the Top-D indicator, which indicates that it has identified a market top. But it's more than just that. Let's examine our MACD to pinpoint the crossover moment, which occurred precisely here, as the moving averages crossed downwards. We now need to observe seller strength entering the MACD indicator, which began from this point essentially around this very candlestick. Given that it was already an exceptionally strong candlestick, we could have initiated our trade by placing our entry order right at its closing price point. Our stop loss, we place it slightly above the top D indicator region, in this instance at minus 0.20, and we then set our take profit at 2 times that downwards, so in this case 0.40. Let's see, it actually came looking for it right around here. So we just had another win on a sale, which indicates that while the indicator is not absolutely flawless, it is indeed highly accurate. But remember, this content is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not a recommendation to buy or sell assets. Do your own analysis and consult professionals before investing. The top D indicator is a powerful tool for identifying tops and bottoms. When combined with the MACD, it can offer high probability entries with clear rules for entry, exit, and risk management. If you found this video useful, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more content like this, and also comment with more indicators for me to bring more indicators like these for you to use in your daily life, in your trades. Thanks, see you next time, bye.